Hi, I'm Anushka Arora, and today I'm joined by a very, very special guest. A trailblazer, a trendsetter, years of dedication and hard work over the years, whether it's singing or acting, she has honestly paved her own way through Hindi cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Parineeti Chopra.
Oh, so sweet. And this concludes our interview because that's all we need.
Done.
Just some praises and we're done.
Done for the day. No, genuinely, when I was just thinking about it today, I was like, I just flowed. It just flowed. So
You're so
that is
sweet.
what it is.
Thank you.
So how are you? How was the shoot today?
Very good. Honestly, it's great to be shooting in London after a while. Also shooting during the pandemic. We are in the pandemic, guys. So it's honestly, it's very humbling to still be working during this time because how many people can say that, right?
I know,
like
very
there's so
true.
many people who are sitting at home right now. So with all due respect to everybody who is, I still want to say I had a great time shooting today and it was wonderful and I'm thankful. I'm honestly, this time has made me even more grateful for everything that I have. So
Absolutely. Now, you've been in London, you've been away from home for a very, very long time. So, if I remember correctly, Turkey, Austria, I don't know if anything in between I missed, and now London. Yeah. How is that? How have the entire last few months kind of panned out for you?
You know, again, I mean, at the risk of repeating myself, I'm grateful, honestly, because travel is my number one love and passion in the world. And that's the first thing that has been affected for most people, you know, because they've not been able to travel. And so for me to be able to have some sort of normalcy during this time has made me more humble and grateful than ever before. I went to Turkey to shoot a film, and so and we were in that sort of bubble there, and all of us were discussing, you know, how lucky we were to be able to do this. And then I got to go to Austria for a bit and came to London after that. I'm a bit of a travel kida, you know, and so that was my first fear when we all got into the lockdown. But thankfully, I've been good and I'm happy. I just hope that, you know, all these countries that are open to visitors, I really hope, you know, there's no second, third, fourth wave for them. And I mean, honestly, now it's time for COVID to go away.
It really is. Just go, just go away.
Yeah.
You've said UK has been your home. You've studied here as well. What is it about the UK that you love so much?
How much time do we have? I can't explain it. It's the feeling. It's the feeling that England gives me. I think it was the first country that I came to on my own. When I was 17, I came to study at Manchester Business School. Go Mancunians.
Big up Manchester.
And so I think it's always people and places and food. It's always how they make you feel. So I think it's all about the feeling that I get in England. I feel at home here. I feel like I know it. I feel like I know the people here. The weather doesn't bother me. Unpopular opinion.
You're the first person who has said this.
Which is why I immediately gave it a disclaimer. Unpopular opinion.
Very unpopular.
I know that. Sorry, guys. The weather really doesn't bother me because I'm still happy that I'm here. You know?
Yeah.
It's the compactness of this country. It's the friendliness. It's the simplicity. It's not too big. It's not too small. So yeah, it really is my adopted home, London especially. I think I made my best friends and best memories here. And so everybody knows, like, I'm not a tourist in London.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
I
home.
might as well be. Yeah, I might as well be a resident here.
You might as well get a place here.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who sits in a cab, and I love sitting in cabs here. I sit in a cab and I start telling the driver which route to take, and then he'd be like, "Oh, so were you born here?" And I'm like, No. Because people will be like, "So how long have you lived in London?" So I was like, and I'll say 4 days. But it's just, again, it's because of my love that I like to think that I know the city a little. Don't quiz me on it.
I'm not. You're lucky. I haven't got any quizzes for you today.
Somebody actually tried to quiz me, and I got them all right. And he was like, "I'm born here. You know it better." It makes me very proud.
And of course, Priyanka is here as well. She's
That's
been
true.
here for like ages too. I mean,
Yes.
you've spent time with her, celebrated her birthday. You had your
Yes.
nails constantly, like coincidentally done. The same. I
true.
mean, how has it been spending time with her as well?
It's such a great coincidence that she's been here during the lockdown. So I was here last year as well, from July till December, almost
wow.
6 months I lived.
Wow.
Because again, the moment I knew we were going into lockdown, this was the only place that I wanted to be at. So I came here. And she came in also October, November-ish, and she's been here for a while now, shooting her films and her show. And so it's been lucky to have like 2 homes here, to go to her. In fact, I'm going to go to her now
Love that.
after this. So it's been really awesome. I think even for her, it's been the longest she's been in a single city for such a long time.
Yeah.
So of course, everybody's habits and travel, these things have changed. But it's been amazing to spend time with her for so long. You know, usually we both are traveling so much that we don't get that time, so I'm really glad.
I'm glad. Now, let's talk about your career and when you first entered into the world of Hindi cinema. How would you say you have changed from that very moment up until now?
Oh my God, I think I've changed like 100%. Purely because of age. I started about 10 years ago, and I started at a very influential age, 22. And I think in your later 20s and your very early 30s is when you really become your own person. I think this is when you find yourself.
Yeah.
And I found myself in public, in front of the whole world. So I think the kind of evolving that you can do in this industry and in this job, I really don't think can compare to anything else. So much learning, so many ups and downs, so many rejections, so many failures, so many successes, so many like everything, you know. And it happens like really quickly. So it's like a crash course on life within 8-10 years. So it's amazing actually. But yeah, I'm not the person I was when I started. I think today I'm really my own person, and who I really am is like shining through today. The kind of work that I'm picking up is very reflective of my mindset right now. And I'm enjoying it so much more. It just comes more naturally to me because it's easy for me to sift through the stuff that I don't like, just because I'm so sure of what I want, you know. 5 years ago, I was way more confused. You know, everything would overwhelm me and daunt me. I'm getting better at that. And so yeah, loving where I am, personally, professionally, everything. So yeah, happy. It's all thanks to the audience, honestly.
You have had 3 back-to-back mega hits. So Saina, The Girl on the Train, and we've
Sandeep
also
or
had
Pinky Farrar.
Sandeep or Pinky Farrar. I mean, just that month. I mean, from like being in the pandemic and then all of a sudden just having these 3 humongous movies.
Yeah.
I mean, how did that like? Where were your emotions, and where are they now that you've had time to soak that all in?
That is exactly what this career is. It's so unpredictable and so unplanned. I mean, your biggest successes will come at the time when you think you've done it all wrong.
Yeah.
And your biggest failures will come out of projects that you've put everything into. So it's that much of a mind dash, fill in the blanks, guys. You know, that's...
Don't say it.
Don't say it. They'll fill in the blanks. You know what I'm saying? So these are films that were delayed. They were supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
They all came during the same month. I thought, okay, one of them might be successful. Maybe 2. I never thought all 3 of them would do this well. All 3 of them would give me the critical acclaim and the OTT success that I got. And that's how it is. I mean, Anushka, I started my career like that. I never thought I would be a successful actress. My first film gave me success that takes years to achieve. And so, like I said, like, when I've been unplanned is when I've done the best. So I'm not going to plan anymore.
No more planning.
But I'm really thankful. Our career as actors, as artists, is 100% dependent on strangers all over the world.
Yeah.
And so when they accept us and literally give us success, love, acceptance, everything that you want as a human being and a professional, you're that much more grateful for it. So I'm really thankful to you all.
But does this kind of validation, how important is this for you? Like you said, from strangers, you don't know, like some people are saying, like, you have trolls, you've got online trolls, and then you've got, a massive amount of audience that give you so much love that it's just overflowing. But then you sit there and you just think, this validation, is it needed?
Yes and no. Yes, because of practical reasons. That validation and acceptance is required for you to continue your career and get more work and have a bigger audience. No, because there is so much more rejection than acceptance sometimes. You do 10 films, maybe 5 will do well, 5 won't. And so if that started affecting me, it would destroy me as a person in my personal life. And so I don't have to be that dependent on validation. But it's also important, which is why mentally we're always like a pendulum. We have a good day and a bad day, a good day and a bad day. And so you learn how to accept both results equally. They always say the most cliched line for an actor is, don't let the successes go to your head and don't let the failures go to your heart. It's absolutely right. If I'm successful, I have to be very aware that my next venture could be a failure. And so I have to be a little disconnected with it. Same for the failure. When there's a failure, my next one could be a huge success. And so again, I can't let the failure affect me, because as an artist, if I let myself be broken by a failure, I won't be able to perform. We have a very emotional job. And so we kind of as actors, you toughen up a lot.
You have to. You don't have a choice, really.
You have to.
It sounds like.
But can I tell you, it's the most gratifying thing to be cared about. If I was an actor where the audience didn't care about my films, didn't care about me, and I was not really making a difference, that would be horrible. So the fact that they're involved in my career and are telling me, you're not doing well, or you're doing really well, that means that I'm doing something right. So,
but it's like, who do you listen to? Like, who do you listen to? Do you
nobody.
listen to nobody?
You listen to nobody.
You listen to yourself. What?
I do listen to feedback. But the feedback can't be from the online trolls. The feedback has to be from people who are experienced and are senior in your life. The ones who are looking out for you, for the best in you, and are advising you for your own betterment. I can't be sitting and, worrying about that one comment that was, passed online, because that person's going to comment and move away. He's not a well-wisher. So you have to understand this career a little better and then do your own thing. As artists, you also have to be free-flowing and be able to do... So
of course.
I'm telling you, somebody has to do a thesis on...
It's a hard
the
job!
The mind of a Bollywood actor.
And social media, I mean... Do you like it? Do you want to post stuff? Do you post it when you want? Or is it like, oh, great, I have to post today. I have to post a picture. I have to post a video. Or, I need to do a Q&A with my fans. I haven't done it for so long. Or does it all just come naturally as to when and however you want it to be?
I love social media. I love social media because I have fun with it. I keep it pretty organic.
And that's what I love about you, by the way. I think not just on social media, but you as a person. Forget actress. I think you're very real. I've seen a lot of your interviews. I've seen a lot of your movies. And I just think, full on 100% bindas.
I'm not bindas as a person. That's just me doing a really good job at that role. No, I just like to be organic at everything and real. That's the only way I know how. And social media is the same. I will sometimes post 10 times a day and then I'll forget for 2 weeks, And then the sense of responsibility comes as the actor and saying, okay, I need to do something today. But so it's very different. It's very free flowing. I don't do it every single day because I have to. I do it the way I the way I like to I'm losing the word. The way I like to digest social media is the way I want to put it out there. You know, I see Instagram and Twitter just for fun and to see fun pictures and, you know, to laugh at things and do funny things. And I like to post in the same way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how I want it. Like, I don't want it to become a job because then I don't think
You're
that's
not going to enjoy
me.
it.
No,
Yeah.
that's not me.
And I'm really sorry I have to home in on this, but you did a Q&A recently. And you
Yes.
were talking about pineapple on pizza, and I was completely judging you. Are you a yes?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No regrets. Yes!
Oh my god. I think
Yes.
I'm the only one in the
Pineapple
room that
jalapeno.
is a no for this.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
And jalapeno.
Yes, there you go!
Oh my god.
There you go!
What? Beneath,
Guys, I
you
just
could've
want to
just said
tell
it.
you, there are currently, because of COVID, only 4 people that we have in the room. 3 of them are Team Pineapple, and 1 of them
Heartbroken.
is going to be asked to leave from our pizza party.
So I'm gonna go ahead and have pineapple on pizza.
No. This is a very important question because I get judged a lot and I will not have this sort of judgment in my life. Pineapple on pizza is the only way.
There we go.
And I feel like half of the people are like leaving this interview right now.
Next, finish, switch
It's
off.
a very either or. Nobody can be like, it depends on my mood. You
Yeah.
either love it or you hate
don't.
it, and I'm in the love it category.
Okay, fine.
I will explain myself in one line. I like very spicy pizzas. Like I put a lot of chili on there,
Yeah.
a lot of jalapeno, a lot of green chili, whatever I get. And so that touch of sweet is great for me.
You're being judged. Totally being
I
judged
really
right now.
don't care about the judgment because I'm going to continue on my path of pineapple on pizza.
Okay, cool. Now that we've had that out of the way and I've had that off my chest because I was
This,
just
can
like,
I tell you,
what?
there are more takers for pineapple
I know
on pizza
this.
than you would think.
I know this.
A lot of people say, "Oh, we judge you," but then you look around the room and a lot of people will be nodding and saying, "Yes, me too."
Yeah, I know.
You know, so there are more takers than you think.
Let's move away from this. So
Very important discussion.
exactly. This is why it had to be part of this
Yeah,
interview
good,
today.
good.
Sandeep Vanga's Animal,
Yay.
huge star cast. I'm so excited about that.
Thank you. Me too.
Tell me if you can, like when you're going to start shooting for it and how.
I really can't. It depends on all the actors' schedules, and of course, everybody's schedule has moved up and down because of COVID. And so, whenever Ranbir, Anil sir, me, and Sandeep sir himself, when everybody's kind of obviously comes together, so hopefully this year we will start.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, absolutely.
really looking forward to that. And Pari, just a final message for all your fans who are watching you all over the world, listening to you. If you'd just like to say a little something for them.
I just want to say, 2021 has been an amazing year for me. And it's all thanks to you guys because you guys showed me that love and acceptance. And thank you for all the feedback you've been giving me all these years. It's motivated me to do so much better for you. So thank you so much for showing me your love. My life is because of you guys, and I hope I never disappoint you again. And I will continue to work hard. Whew, getting very heavy, but thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
How lovely. Parineeti, thank you so much
you.
for taking out the time
not
whilst
at
being
all.
in London, and I hope we can make this a little regular thing now.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.